sweltering heats of the Mojave Desert, to the unpredictable habitat of Tanzania's Serengeti, to the murky depths of the Mariana Trench, to the exhilarating heights of Mount Kilimanjaro, you have the pleasure of listening to From Chicago to Dummast, the Dummast Podcast.
Yo, what is up, everybody? You have made it to the Dumbass Podcast. Today, I got Excelsior, Mr. Charlie G with me.
We black.
We got Agent Cody Banks dropping in with us today. How you doing, Cody Banks? Cody, what's been good, man?
Question is, how y'all doing, man? I'm pleasure here to be with y'all, man, for real.
I'm cooling, man. I can't complain too much.
Good. Charlie G, man, what's been up with you, man?
Not too much, man. This heat and these motherfucking streams. Jeez. Like, I done had to push my streams back. Because in my streaming area, like, I got my PlayStation right here, the PC right here, TV, ring light. That shit generates heat. So it's been like 95 out here. And you can imagine if you don't, I mean, even with my air on, you know what I'm saying? You still generating a bunch of heat. So I just be having to push them back till it cool off, man. Luckily this week, it's not going to be too bad. We get in the 80s. It rained, some heavy rain today. So we should be all right. But everything been cool, man. I ain't been doing too much. I know it's been hot there too for y'all, right?
It's been balls. It's been balls.
It just heated up. It just heated up.
Hot as balls out here. But it cooled off, man. We got a nice little thunderstorm today. So it cooled off. But, man, dude, my back. That's what's been up with me. My motherfucking back is killing me right now. Man.
Rest in peace, Ezel.
I think I need to get some type of vitamins or something. Are y'all taking vitamins or what?
Hell yeah.
Have y'all made it to that age where y'all taking the little vitamins?
Hell yeah.
Like the fish oil pills and all that?
Yeah.
Well, I go grab the Centrum out the closet right now.
That is something I'm not doing. I just never did that. Then vitamins and vitamin C. I need to do that shit, man.
See, like I said, my mom was a cop, so like she worked out when we were younger. Not so much when I got to my teenage years, but she worked out 3 times a day. So she was into vitamins and supplements and taking care of your body and shit like that. So I've always just followed that because she instilled it early. Like, I'm really not a big candy eater. I'll eat like gummy worms and shit like that, but I'm more of a fruit guy. You know what I'm saying? I love fruit and, you know what I'm saying, small shit like that.
I don't eat fruit.
What?
Like, no, you know what? My parents just never gave me fruit. Like, I see people eating shit that I will never eat. Like, I don't even know what it tastes like.
I've never heard that before.
I haven't either.
Bro,
Never.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all some of the stuff I've never ate. Like some of the fruit I've never ate, and I swear to God, I'm not.
I mean, it ain't nothing but ultra perm anyway. But.
Actually,
Right.
y'all bring up a fruit, and I'll tell y'all if I ate it.
Pomegranate.
Never
I
in
figured.
my life have I had a
Pineapple?
Never.
Watermelon.
Wait. I have had pineapple flavored juice, but I've never
That ain't it,
pineapple.
Yeah, that
I've
ain't it.
never
It's not
ate
the
a
fruit.
pineapple.
It's not the same.
Apple?
Oh yeah, apple. Yes, I fuck
Watermelon?
with apple. I like, but with the apple, I like the green apple. You know what I'm saying? I like
Green apples are the best.
Yeah,
Green apples are
The
the best.
Granny Smith's the best one.
Listen, you ain't never had watermelon?
I don't fuck with no watermelon, bro.
Oh,
Especially
man.
in front
Come
of
on,
people,
man.
bro.
Come on.
Don't get me wrong.
In front of people.
Man, nah, man. Don't
I've
let them
had
do it
watermelon
to you,
before, and I do like watermelon. I
Right.
just refuse to eat it in front of people.
Don't fall into the cultural traps.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's funny right there.
I've
It
never
is.
had a cherry. Never.
What?
Never. I've never eaten a cherry.
I don't like cherries at all.
They're a little tart, but
Here's the
So-
thing. It's not like I
can't mess
don't
with
like these things. It's just
You've never had them.
I've never
Raspberry.
had them, so it tastes alien to me.
I got
It
you.
doesn't
Blueberry.
taste like, y'all have been eating that since y'all was babies. My parents gave me
Well,
bananas, oranges, and apples. Grapes,
yeah,
I love
I
grapes.
can't vouch for
I
only
love
certain
grapes.
stuff.
But when I see people eating like, I don't know, bro, I'm just like, no, man, I ain't never had that before.
Man,
Man,
I will
people
go
think
get
I'm
the
strange.
I will go get the whole fruit joint from ShopRite. Well, ShopRite out here, Kroger's or wherever, where you from, but Walmart, where I will get the whole fruit joint with all the different fruits in there and sit there and eat the whole thing right in front of you like it's popcorn.
Right. Now you mentioned candy. You don't eat candy. I eat a lot of candy. Now, here's the thing. All those fruits that I say I wouldn't eat, I will eat the candy version of it. I eat the candy version of this shit. But I just, call me weird.
These
bro.
joints right
Hey,
here.
them the
What's
best.
that?
That's
Gummy
the
worms?
best
The
gummies in the
best
world.
gummies in the world. I promise you.
I'm not even
Abanasi.
that's not
Listen.
an understatement either.
I promise. I have not, and that's all natural too. It's not
Albanese.
Albanese.
The
My bad.
factory is in the factory is in Goshen, I think.
See, I didn't even know that.
So let me know what's some good vitamins I should be taking at
Fish oil
this
is
age.
one.
Fish oil, B2s,
B2s, yeah.
multivitamins like a Centrum or something like that.
What if I take all
Then,
of them? What would happen?
Nothing. You just be
Nothing.
like, it'll definitely keep your immune system up too. So
You want to eat too, like before
Yeah,
you
you
take them. Like it's always
definitely
good to
wanna-
eat just something.
either eat like right before, like take the vitamins right before you about to like eat a meal, or take them right after. You know what I'm saying? But it's the best time, and then drink a lot of water, which I'm pretty sure you do. You know what I'm saying? But it helps you with your energy. It helps you, like you said, with your back. It helps you with digestive shit. My mom is just.
Look, I'm not even gonna say nothing, but I'm an advocate. I'm just saying.
Yeah, my mom
That's
is.
gonna- That's
If
gonna
it
help.
wasn't for my mom being all fit and like my mom was one of them moms that, like, she was a tomboy, but she was a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom was the mom that would you could hit her and then like take off running and think you got away, turn around, she right on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So my mom kept us on our toes. She basically like introduced us into sports and all kinds of shit by just being fit. So
your mom was a cop in Indiana?
yeah, South Bend, Indiana for
South
like
Bend?
23
Oh,
years.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, like 2 hours from
I
Chicago.
mean, first off, no means to cut you off. X, how do you get to the background?
I'm cool like that.
Yeah,
I'm cool
man,
like that.
you gotta-
Nah, it's a
I wasn't expecting that answer.
nah, it's a program called NVIDIA Broadcast that I use on my PC.
Okay, yeah.
And
I'm using it too. That's how I got the blurred background.
Yeah, I see it too. I see it. But no, every time I try to come in here with something different.
Like,
You said you trying to get like us? I mean,
yeah, that's it.
you know. No, you get the NVIDIA GPU. You can use all of their applications basically, but that NVIDIA Broadcast is fire. It takes a lot of the load off of your GPU if you're streaming. So if you're streaming, it cut that rendering down to like damn near half, and you got room to do other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's a dope ass program. If you get your PC right or whatever, let me know. I teach you how to use it and everything. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean,
it's pretty good.
people just put me on to the camera situation.
Which camera you talking about?
The you were just telling me before,
Oh, yeah, I was telling them about the Logitech Brio. So,
Oh man, fire
I'm
ass
trying-
camera.
I need
Fire
to get
ass
one.
camera.
Yeah, I need to get me something like that.
it's a good starter camera. I've moved on past. I'm using my Nikon D750 right now.
I bet that motherfucker work fire too.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting this crystal clear image in 60 frames per second. But I don't know, man. Nothing else other than trying to make some money, man. Trying to make some cheddar cheese. Working.
Gotta keep that up.
Trying to get ready for this Dominican Republic trip.
Hey, that's what's up.
Oh man,
Safe travels, man, and have a good time.
Yeah. But,
I actually want to
just
visit
you?
there.
hey, man. Hey, come. Come. I'm telling you,
He
it's
said come.
beautiful. It's beautiful that, man.
I've never seen it, but I
that's what
got
I'm
a
talking
homie that went through there, and he brought us back some Hennessy and shit. But I definitely want to check it out.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got a
they be
spot
having
out
stuff
there.
like white Hennessy over there.
Yeah, that's what he brought us back, the pure white.
Have y'all ever had Mama Wana? It's a drink they do over there.
No, it sound fire though.
That's that's a Dominican drink.
Yeah, it's like a bottle and it has like tree bark. I don't know. It looks like tree bark.
Right.
It has bark in there. You pour whatever you want there. You pour wine. You can pour dark. You can pour.
I just
clear.
want some cognac in there.
You pour anything in there, and the bark that's in there is gonna soak everything up.
Right.
It's gonna soak everything up. So you're gonna see the content inside the bottle go down. You just keep pouring. You could be pouring this stuff in there for months.
Oh yeah, I got
a full bottle right now. I got a full bottle.
I need to
right
check
now.
that out. He said I had a
Drink
full.
that shit. I'm
gonna
telling
be
you,
fucked
bro.
up.
That shit will fuck you up. It'll put some hell on your motherfucking chest.
Dude from the Drink Champs.
I wish I could grab it
DJ,
right now, man. I wish I can grab it right now. But
the one dude from Drink Champs, he be drinking it all the time.
what's Drink Champs? What's Drink
It's a
Champs?
podcast with Nori and his people.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen it plenty of times actually.
Yeah.
But so Cody Banks, what you been up to lately, man? What you been working on?
Man, music. Just dropped a new song today. It should be out before the end of the night, called Safe.
Okay.
Featuring my boy White Soap. Man, got the podcast going on by myself right now. Not by myself, but by myself. Like, I got one by myself called Elevator Deflate. That's all. You can go to Anchor and look that up. And then I got one called Throw the Towel Boxing Podcast with my boy James King
dope.
Pharaoh.
So what are y'all
James the Pharaoh.
What are y'all talking about on there? Just boxing? Or?
What, boxing? Oh man, we keeping you updated, man. We sharing the new news, and then we just filling people in and just giving people our input on stuff, and really just just opening up to the community, because like I said, there's not a lot of people in that type of realm that know about boxing and then be ready to get out there and talk about it. And me and my guy, we always we super fluent with that stuff. Like,
I didn't know
we know we talking about.
I didn't know you were into boxing like that, man.
Oh man,
bro.
I kind of feel like boxing. I kind of feel like boxing is like
it's a lost art.
It's a lost art, and it's not even a lost art, not just a lost art, but like it's. I don't want to say
people want boxing to be MMA or UFC,
like
and it's not.
Never be.
You remember back in the early '90s, like you were excited about boxing. That's all
like Marvin Hagler's and all those like that.
Sugar Ray.
It's just not. It's not
as prevalent as it was.
But it's not boxing's fault, because the sport is still good. It's still viable to me when I watch it. It looks like a really good product.
Right.
It's. I think MMA just killed it, man.
It killed the momentum of it. I think.
I'm not even gonna say.
It kills the aura of it. You know.
Yeah, and then I'm not even gonna say it killed it. The talent wasn't consistent.
You think so?
That's true.
I know so. You know what I'm saying? Like the talent, and man, like you just said, it was a time where it wasn't nothing but boxing. Like it went in wrestling. You know what I mean? There went too many combat sports, bro, out there that was able to compete with that.
It's crazy.
Take over wrestling higher than any combat sport on TV.
Man, you know what? That's funny that you say that, because I try to talk to people about that, and they will look me in my face and they will say, "No, wrestling was bigger in the Attitude Era," and I tell them, "No, wrestling is bigger now.
It's bigger now.
Wrestling is much bigger now.
It's bigger than ever now,
because it's
worldwide.
It's worldwide. It was just more mainstream in the United States.
And what's crazy, even that, it's been worldwide, man. It's been in Japan. It's been in Texas.
It has been in Japan.
It's been in ultimate places around the world.
But now with
as far as what you're saying, I hear you.
But now with social media and everybody has platforms,
and then they allowed the fans to be really a part of
New Japan back then. I didn't know how to find
most
New
definitely.
Japan. I
You
used
had
to love Jujin Thunder Liger, but I didn't know how to find them.
You had to have a plug and you had to have the internet.
Right.
Honestly,
You said
you had to have a
Thunder
plug.
Liger though. Hey,
Right.
that's one
I
of the
used to
codes,
love
dude.
Tony Inoki. I knew I knew of these people in pro wrestling magazines, and they would come on NWA because of the territories and they sharing wrestlers or whatnot. But I wanted to
Psychosis.
I wanted to see some of these guys as much as I seen Dean Malenko or Ric Flair or Eddie Guerrero.
Jericho came from Japan.
Yeah,
I mean, he was bigger in Japan before he got the WCW. You know what I'm saying? So
He had to get big that way because didn't
Nobody
nobody
knew
let
him.
him in nowhere.
right.
Exactly.
Right.
But yeah, I think MMA stole the spotlight from wrestling. From boxing.
I think a lot of boxing fans went over to MMA.
And it's because they like to see It's because they like to see the knockouts. And
Me personally, I'm a fan. I ain't mean to cut you off, X.
No, you good.
Like piggybacking on the boxing podcast, like we about to start having different segments, like specials where it's Throw the Towel Boxing Podcast, like MMA episode, you know what I'm saying, or special, like stuff, because we not just well-rounded in boxing. That's just the one where we keying in on because that's one that we really can be like, hey, he about to get knocked out in the 6th round. You're gonna look into, you're gonna watch the fight, and you're gonna be like, okay. Then you're gonna see, like, it's just like, man, it's crazy, man, how I can do it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I told
motherfuckers Tyson Fury was gonna knock out old boy, and they was like, "Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck!" I was like, "He's a better boxer, bro."
After I saw that first fight, how many? They fought twice.
They fought twice. Yeah.
Okay. After I saw that first fight, because I ain't gonna lie, I was fooled on who
on Wilder.
On Wilder, I got fooled. I got fooled by the knockouts. He got exposed. He's like, actually, no, he got exposed by what's the dude's name? The Spanish dude from Colombia.
You talking about Ortiz?
Yeah,
I think he's from Colombia. I don't remember.
But
Ortiz nice though.
He got hit a couple of times. Yeah, he been nice.
And I was like, maybe this dude ain't the best boxer. So when I saw him fight, he lost that fight. I don't care what nobody say. That very first fight.
If he went and knocked him out, he lost it.
He lost that fight. Flat out. He lost every round except for the last one.
And because he knocked him out.
And because he knocked him down. Now you can say whatever you want. Well, the ref counted too slow. The ref did this. He legit lost that fight.
See, it's like when Tyson, not to bring up something super old, but it's like when Tyson got knocked out by Buster Douglas, right? And it's people that were like, the ref was counting this and Tyson did this and that. Do you know when the referee sees that like you got your mouthpiece knocked out, they will stop the fight. It's in the rules. Right. They will stop the fight.
You're supposed to be able to pick it up.
No, they will stop the fight. Have your trainer rinse the fucking mouth guard off and give it back to you or get you a new one. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to argue with people that don't understand the rules of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because they shit on Floyd Mayweather so bad, and I think Floyd Mayweather probably one of the best boxers I've ever seen.
Ain't no problem. Yeah. He is.
Ever seen.
He just proved it in the last exhibition.
Like I'm so tired of people shitting on Floyd. And Floyd came out knocking people the fuck out. That's what he did.
This is why I wish Stan was. I tried to hit Stan up. I would have loved to have this conversation with Stan in here. For people who don't know, Stan has been on our show a few times. One of he's a little bit of a contrarian. You know what I'm saying? Likes to argue. But in our chat, we do have conversations about boxing, and one of the subjects is Floyd Mayweather a good fighter or not? And we tend to get into it all the time. So just adding a little context. But I kind of want to move on.
Go ahead.
We all over the place with this intro.
No, you good.
Hey, you asked me. I kind of did that. I'll take the blame for that.
You asked him what his podcast was about.
We done talked about elderberry. We done talked about B2 vitamins. We done talked about wrestling, boxing. We done been all over the place.
Let you know what you in for.
Yeah, buddy. All right, so I want to get on a serious note. looks like since the last podcast we did, we went in depth talking about the shooting in Buffalo, where the guy had went to a grocery store and targeted black people. Just gonna throw it out there. Targeted black people, racist piece of shit.
Yep.
Since that podcast, we've had
2 more?
probably no, those are
Three.
two.
Three more.
Wait. Those are high profile. It's been like 10 of them.
Shit.
It's been like
Yeah.
10 mass shootings. Those are just you just talk about the high profile ones.
Yeah.
So the latest one happened last night, where a guy ran up in a hospital and killed 4 people. The high profile before that was the guy in Uvalde, the kid in Uvalde, Texas, that ran up in a school and shot and killed 19 kids and 2 adults, which I kind of want to bring up, like, because now what's front and center in politics and all over the news and media is some type of gun reform or some type of gun control, or however you may see it. So what are y'all thoughts on it? What needs to happen for these mass shootings to stop? What do y'all think?
Honestly, I think that it needs to be some kind of evaluation before you are able to buy a pistol. That's pretty much the gist of it, in my estimation. You can say and do whatever you want, but I feel like people should have the right to bear arms,
Yes.
in case anything happens. You know what I'm saying? So I think it just needs to be a little more of a screening process to those that want to go and own a firearm. I think if you want to own something other than a normal handgun, I think it should be an intensive questioning process about it, to see where your head is, to see where your mind state is.
You think that's practical?
Yes, because it's speaking to the sense of the person. If you get into the, for lack of a better term, the minutia of somebody's brain and see how they tick, I feel like there are certain answers and certain things that you could ask them that will trigger a formula where you can evaluate that this person should be able to own it, or this person is not mentally capable enough to own this firearm. And I think that's the only way. I mean, Chris Rock made a joke years and years ago on Big and Blacker. He was like, we don't need gun control, we need bullet control. And I think that's another thing too. Honestly, if a bullet costs $200,000, you're not shooting nobody. Like Chris Rock said, I would shoot your ass, but it costs too much right now. So I honestly think it just needs to be a better screening process for those that want to own like a assault rifle or something like that. A handgun, I think it should be not a pass, but it shouldn't be as intensive as of a process. But I feel like if you want to own like an AR or something bigger, you know what I'm saying? I think it should be a more intensive questioning process that goes into it.
I'm about to switch scenery, so I'm gonna mute my camera real quick. I'm still here.
All right. So me, I believe in the Second Amendment. I believe, just like you mentioned, I believe we all have the right to bear arms, protect our castle, however we see fit. I have a pistol. I do have an AR. What is Cody Banks doing over there?
He cooking. He cooking.
I do have a AR style high powered rifle. That's my prerogative. I believe that's what I choose to protect my home with, protect my family with. That's what I have. What I believe is it's just too easy to get these things. It's way too easy to get these things.
Definitely.
There should be a screening process, a universal screening process. There should be
Yes.
some type of common sense legislate. I won't even say legislate. It should be some type of common sense laws in order for you to get a gun.
Yeah.
And I don't mean just assault. I mean I don't mean just assault rifles, assault weapons. I do believe. I believe for any gun, because any gun, like, yes, a rifle is going to do more damage
Yeah.
than a pistol, but somebody can run.
You
up
still
in the
go.
school.
Yeah, you can still do damage with
Somebody
either.
can run up in the school and do
Definitely.
and kill
Yeah.
19 people with a handgun. I mean, it can happen.
I also think it
especially-
needs to be like some. Not to cut you off. I think it needs to be like some kind of protection for medical buildings and stuff like that too. I know it's not in all cities, but where I'm from in South Bend, there is a physical x-ray machine that you walk through once you go through the emergency doors in Memorial Hospital in South Bend. Like, you're getting x-rayed, whether you know it or not. You're getting x-rayed for firearms, weapons, all of that. So, but no, what you were saying, go ahead.
No, but here's another thing, because you just brought up something.
Okay.
And it's part of the problem. A lot of these mass shootings in schools happen in really nice areas, really affluent areas, where a lot of the parents don't want metal detectors in their schools. They don't want the thing is, I don't want my kids to feel like they're locked up in prison or
Listen, man. Hey, this is for protection of all. I mean, you may not agree with it, or you know what I'm saying, or agree with the process, but it's for your safety. And I feel like we do a lot of things for our safety that we all don't want to do. It happens. Like, I'm sure you don't leave your weapons out where your kids can see them. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to keep them locked away.
I mean,
I've been around. I've been around firearms all my life. I just told y'all my mom was a cop. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I was taught at a very early age to respect and to know what the hell these things do.
Right.
It's just everybody is not afforded that information as early as I was. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there need to be more conversations in homes about what these firearms do. My granddad, my mom's dad, was in the military, and he kept a gun under his bed. And me being a kid, like 4 or 5 years old, playing around in their room as I spent the night there on weekends or whenever, my mom needed a break or something like that, I picked up his gun. I picked up his gun, and my grandma, like, scared as hell. A 4 or 5 year old picking up a pistol, you don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But my granddad, in the military, trained, he came in, snatched it right out of my hand. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like something you get in trouble for, but I feel like if he didn't have that conversation with me about what it was and what it did, it ain't no telling what I would have grown up knowing or doing. I just feel like we need to talk to our kids more.
See, that's what I did with my son. I talked to him. My son know I got guns.
Right.
Talk to him early. It's not a big thing to him. See, that's the thing. I believe, especially when kids find guns and stuff like that, they are in awe of it.
They are.
They are in awe of it, and my son is desensitive. He don't care about it.
Okay.
My son, he don't care. He see it. It's not out for him to grab, but he know where it's at.
Right.
Now my other son, I think it's gonna be a little bit different with him. So at the time when he can climb when he can climb up there, and at that age, when he gets to that age where he can actually reach, I'm gonna have to get a lock and do a little bit better than what I'm doing now. Because my other son, he cool. He knows what he can do. He actually wants to go shooting. I told him 9 or 10, I'll take him.
That was the first time I went. First time I went 9 or 10, bro.
I'm gonna take them to the range.
You should.
But what I believe, I honestly believe there should be some type of weight. Like I said, I got my rifle at the gun show, and there was for some reason I got flagged. I can't remember why. I think it might have been a false flag or something. It didn't take as quick as it should, but I still felt like I got it too fast. It took like 20 minutes. Usually those things are back in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I was a little worried. I'm like, man, what could be going on? Why am I getting flagged or whatever? But I got my gun 20 minutes, and I'm still like, this was too easy. This shouldn't be. I honestly believe, and this is something that this is something I believe that should happen when you go into a gun store. There should be a 30-day period. Like, yeah, I want this gun. Like, if I just say I show up, like if you pre-order it, like if you, yeah, man, like
a trial of your peers. Should he have this gun?
No. What I'm saying,
I'm talking shit.
if I order the gun, it's already gonna take some time to get to me. I'm not gonna get it the next day. What's another 2 weeks on top of that? If I show up at a store trying to get a gun, come on, man, it got to be some type of waiting period or something like that. Maybe that's something, because now if there's a waiting period for me to get a gun, or if it's a waiting period for someone else to get a gun, maybe he changed his mind on shooting up a school in 30 days. Maybe he somehow
he calmed down.
Yeah, maybe somebody identified him as a person that might shoot up a fucking school.
The thing to me about that, man, like, to throw my 2 cents in on like the school students, like, I'm totally full of condolences for everybody.
Definitely.
Loss, you know what I mean? Definitely. The kids first off starting off like that, because who want to lose anybody in that form of fashion? You know, like, we done dealt with it over the years.
Babies, those were
exactly,
babies.
But not like this though. You know what I mean? Like, it's really turning into something at this point. Like, it was something then. It got it got nipped in the bud.
We had Columbine and all of that while we was coming up,
But this right here on some little kids though, man, then like you said, Ice, like with the man going into the store and pinpointing, you know what I mean? It's like when people getting certain stuff beyond of being qualified, you gotta be qualified to even be able to have certain like things like that. Like, that's what I feel like. Like, if you got a certain issue in your life that you already can't beat, there's no reason for you to go get a weapon because you feel like it's gonna help you. You know, like, if you got a problem with somebody coming to get you or anything, like that's like, I'm never gonna tell nobody how to protect their life.
So what?
But at the end of the day, yeah, go ahead.
So what you said was part of the argument, because some people, like I said, there should be a waiting period. Then what if then somebody said, well, what if you need to protect your house now? Well, if it's that dire, maybe your ass should call the police.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I need to protect myself tomorrow, if I need to protect myself tomorrow, I'm not gonna go like getting a gun is the last thing I'm gonna do. If I need to protect myself tonight, I'm gonna call the police and be like, hey, something going on. What we gonna do?
A big problem, and Cody can attest to this because he's from the same hometown I'm from.
Yeah.
I think honestly, on the streets it's way easier to get a gun. And then on top of that, in a pawn shop from where we're from, you can walk in a pawn shop and just buy a gun.
You can get one.
You can just buy a gun.
That's like
I don't think you get I was about to say, I don't think you get no check for it, or what I'm saying. They might check your background or something like that real quick. But listen, man, it needs to be more extensive.
If you don't got no, you could just got out of court with a charge, like,
and they ain't even put it in the book yet.
It got to be something that's going to prohibit you from being able to, like a felony. If you got felonies, they're probably not going to give it to you.
That's true.
Like other than that, like that's another thing too, man. Like, you got to know when to nip yourself away from a lot of stuff in order to, stay away from stuff like that. Like,
first of all,
I've been around it all my life,
Hell
It's been
yeah.
in, like it's been part of my, like, not to say my own existing life, but
No, but
like
you
me
know,
being around it becomes part of it. You got your friends and some of your people being around you with it, and then it's like I look at it different. I've been looking at it different. I didn't have to take extremities to where being out there, living out there, people playing at my doorstep and stuff like that, just stupid stuff.
I
But
was just
when I
about to
do
get
go
into
to
that
that
too.
stuff, like when I do go get to that level, I got a numerous, like I got one phone call I can just call and there's numerous protections, or you know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
people know I don't need to put that stuff around me because I don't perceive, like I don't build on that stuff. I never created none of that kind of energy for no
Right.
reason for none of that stuff to even come to me.
Well, I want to move on, but before we do, something got to be done. It's been
Yeah,
more mass shootings in this country than days in a year. It
yeah,
hasn't even been
I
200
agree.
days in this year yet, and it's already been 200 mass shootings.
But shit,
That's,
I think in America, I think it's the most guns out in the wild of any country too.
it is.
You know what
It
I'm
is.
saying?
Mhm.
So
It's
what
crazy.
are other countries doing to keep that number down?
They have common
And
sense gun laws in other countries.
that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm
And they
saying?
not using their guns for what everybody else using their stuff for over here.
Right, right. But let me move on, man. Let's I want to kind of talk to y'all about this Jada Pinkett situation. She's back. She is
Where she
back.
ain't never left.
This heifer like a black eye, man.
I'm not gonna stay on this. I'm not gonna stay on this too long. I just want to read this statement.
No, go ahead. She like a black eye. She don't never go away.
She says, "My deepest hope is that these two intelligent, capable men have an opportunity to heal and talk this out and reconcile." All right. So first off, why does
Wait a
Chris
minute.
Rock got to heal? What is Chris Rock healing from?
He's the victim. What the?
Right. What
Oh
the
my
fuck
god,
is this girl
dude.
talking
Oh,
about?
She gonna make
So
me take
what
my
is she
glasses off like
talking
Shaq.
about, man?
She says, the state of the world today, we need them both, and we all actually need one other more than ever. What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
She probably
Until
probably
then,
one
Will
another.
and I are continuing to do what we have done for the last 28 years, and that's keep figuring this thing out called life or whatever. I don't know. Thank you for listening. That's what she says. This chick is weird, bro. Like it took you 2 months to come out with that. Like, so now she got this whole the not whole thing, but she coming out with the red table talk about alopecia.
I don't want to hear about that shit.
What you want to hear about?
Not no damn bald ass head. Look, and I'm gonna say it straight like that because you know why? Man, look, man. This man just almost threw his whole life in the bucket.
Who? Will
Well, not
Smith?
his whole life in the bucket, but you feel me? Like this dude just poured himself out to you by slapping another man because of what you didn't like, and you on here. Get out! What are you talking about? What are
But
you talking about?
here's the thing. He's starting to get some of them roles back, man. Like they bad
He never
bad
lost
boys.
it.
I know.
He
but
never
they-
Bad boy.
they
I
were
was just
talking
about to
like-
say that. Thank you, Cody.
Yeah,
He
they
ain't
better not-
lost.
they better
He
not ever
ain't
do-
No.
lose.
And
Let me
another
say-
reason,
the-
and another thing, they
people
better
were
not
talking-
never do another bad boy. They better not do.
It's too late.
It's
too
It's
late.
green.
happening.
It's greenlit.
It's
Damn
happening.
it.
Here's the thing: people were sitting here talking like he gonna lose all this, and he put his
No, the
career in
fuck he
jeopardy.
ain't.
Man, ain't shit happening to
That's
Will
Will
Smith.
Smith
That's
you
still
talking about.
Will Smith. And these people, man, do you think these movie executives care about this shit? They care
They
about the
like
bottom line.
stuff like that.
Will Smith sell a movie, so that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna use Will Smith. Bad Boys 4 is still coming out.
Yep.
Bad Boys 4 is still coming out. How long is Will Smith supposed to be out of the Oscars? What they say, 15 years or some shit like that?
Who cares?
It's something. Yeah, right. Legit, who cares? But
I won.
whatever, man.
Right
He'll
after
be
I
back.
slapped him, man.
He'll be back at them award shows in 5 years, man. Probably.
And I slapped him, man, and got me an Oscar.
Right.
Right after.
Right after.
And
Like
then
I said,
I didn't lose nothing.
Like I said, I wasn't gonna spend too much time on it. Y'all want to say anything else before I move on to Johnny Depp?
I just want her to quit ostracizing men. Period.
Further elaborate. What do you
Now
mean?
I'm waiting on
What
T.I.
she's
Jane Pope.
I feel like
I'm with Chris Rock.
her being in the place that she is, a prominent woman, you know what I'm saying? She's using her wiles to fucking basically get her way. And I don't like it. We don't get to see it, but I can almost guarantee, and I'm truly speculating, but she seems like a very manipulative person. Like I don't feel like that was Will's doing. I feel like she reacted. I mean, Will reacted to what he saw on her face, and then he got up and motherfucking slapped Chris Rock. Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Cody. He was laughing too.
Like this comedy, man. We've been watching comedy for years. We've been watching comedies rip people up, literally out the crowd.
Literally
people
grew up.
Don't even know.
Literally grew up at the Funny Bone, where D.L. Hughley would come and fucking make fun of everybody that's sitting in the front row. We had a Funny Bone in South Bend, and D.L. Hughley been there numerous times, getting on everybody in the crowd. Mike Epps came to the Morris-Civic before I left South Bend, and he said Lincoln Way West looked like Crackhead Central. Period. And he wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't bad mouthing the city. He was just giving his opinion. You know? And I just feel like Jada has some kind of hold over Will, and I don't know what the fuck it is, but yeah, no. I feel like she's
Probably just whipped, bro.
You think so?
Probably so.
How when you get to do what you want though? How can you be whipped if you get to do what you want? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you can also say, how could he do what he want if she's that manipulative?
I don't even see it as whip, man.
I think they have an open relationship. Honestly,
that's one.
Yeah, but that's my thing.
Entanglement, it didn't lie.
Like, see, here's the thing with me. I'm not gonna sit here and try to pretend I know what their relationship is.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right,
I'm
purely speculating here.
I don't know that woman. I can only see what this woman and what this man want me to see.
Exactly.
All this shit could be an act. All this shit could be an act. That whole shit with August Styles with entanglements and shit like that at the Red Table Talk. I they put that shit out. Her and Will Smith put that shit out. He's not. I don't think he was that embarrassed by it because he put the shit out. The shit made money. I'm sure it did.
Mm-hmm.
They can control what come out and what don't come out. Like we're marks at this point. You know what a mark is, right?
Yep.
You know what a wrestling mark is, right? Both of y'all know what a wrestling mark. We're marks to this shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're consuming
Big
it
facts.
and we're buying it. We don't know these people at all. This shit could be an act. This shit could be, whatever. But I feel what you're saying. Like, it does look like she's manipulative. But again, I don't know because I don't know these people.
Right.
I'm gonna just say this right here.
They could be sitting back just laughing at all of us.
I'm gonna just say my last little piece on it like this. Man, she falling in the lines with people names that rhyme with turd. That's all I'm gonna say. You're putting yourself in a category with people names that rhyme with turd. And whatever she's saying, I'm not even trying to listen to it no more. Right. She got to be more. She got to do something else.
All right. So from one crazy woman to another, Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Looks like Johnny Depp. Did he win? I don't know if he won the civil trial. They both were found liable.
He won.
Yeah, I guess since he getting a bigger payout, he won his defamation suit. Let me ask y'all a question though. Is he vilified? Like, is he? Do all the jobs he lost, all the roles he lost? Do these companies owe him an apology, or
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You think so? You think so,
think so.
Cody? Hold on, Excelsior. Cody, I gotta ask you why. Why do they owe him an apology?
Why don't they owe him an apology? Is the question for real? Like y'all kicked this man. Okay, so we just really talked about something. That's a prime example. Will Smith only got kicked out of Oscar for 15 years. Johnny Depp really was having stuff happen to this man. His lady abusing him and all kinds of stuff, and then he went, and they was taking the stuff away from this man before any kind of anything came out.
Well, here's the thing, Cody.
What's
You
wrong
can look
with
at that
Johnny
trial. You can look at that trial and tell that man was a mess. A mess.
Exactly.
But here's the thing: you ask these
Why they string it along?
You ask these movie companies, they say this is not the reason why we got rid of it, and they could be lying.
They're absolutely
They
lying.
are.
Yeah, they could be lying.
Because they gave the stuff back.
Well, hold on.
Go ahead.
But this stay shit though. This stay shit. These people got lawyers up the wazoo. They can get rid of you. They can do whatever they want for whatever.
I'm gonna say one word for them in defense of getting rid of Johnny Depp and all of that, right? And y'all gonna look at me like, all right, reputation. These companies have a reputation to uphold, and I'm not defending them or nothing like that. No. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
That's
what I
have
was getting at. What Johnny Depp was a mess,
right? And he is. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't like what came out about him. Honestly, I wish the trial never happened because now I have a perception of Johnny Depp that I don't particularly like because I felt I liked him before that because They pointed out
because he came out about something that he should have been.
Listen. I'm gonna say this, and it's one small piece, but it kind of makes sense in totality, right? He says something or other. They're having a phone conversation, and I'm listening to it. I'm listening to the phone conversation. He said he was going to do something and doing something else, and he shot up a bunch of Negroes somewhere. You see what I'm saying?
He used the word.
He said Negroes on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit like that. Like, this is why I don't like hearing anybody's dirty laundry. Honestly, I don't give a fuck if you're a celebrity or none of that. I don't really like hearing that shit because it's not my business. You know what I'm saying? My job as a consumer is to see you and judge you on the performances that you're having, whether you're a musical artist or an actor, actress, or, you might be a rapper, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My job is to judge the content. It's not to judge you. This is like R. Kelly all over again. You know what I'm saying? And people have this negative connotation about R. Kelly, and rightfully so. He was doing fucked up shit. Don't let me skate over that. He was definitely doing some fucked up shit. But does it mean that you shouldn't listen to his music anymore? You know what I'm saying?
Everybody that's been listening to it, quit listening to it.
Hold on.
Like, I hate to get off on a tangent with that example either.
I like where you're going. I like where you're going. Do you have you don't have to stop listening to his music.
Right.
His music is what it is. You don't have to stop listening to it. But do you have to support it? It's different listening to music rather than going out and buying it. And when you buy someone's product, you're supporting that person. So yeah, see, I'm kind of in the middle with that. I'm not supporting R. Kelly at all. No, never, ever again. But at the same time, if his music is on the TV and the groove is good, I'm tapping my toes. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. We talk, and for what it's worth, and I know it's gonna rub some people the wrong way. R. Kelly is a musical fucking genius.
He's the father of R&B, man.
Let's get that clear. Let's get that clear. Musical fucking genius.
That is the king of R&B right there.
So as somebody that has literally, and I mean literally, bought almost every CD this man has put out, if I'm listening to it on a streaming service, am I supporting or am I just listening to it? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a line, you know, and I feel like some people get a little overzealous with it. I feel like, now I'm totally in line with what you're saying, Ice Cold. If you're going out and you still buying the music, you're supporting, you're enabling, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? But to me, I'm paying for a streaming service, and while they may get some pennies on the dollar type shit, this is my streaming service that I'm paying for monthly. You know what
Put
I'm
it like
saying?
this. R. Kelly get out of jail right now. R. Kelly get out of jail right now, which ain't happening. But if he get out
Hell
of jail
no.
and he beat the case or whatever, I still know his videos. It was videos out there with him peeing on little girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man, I can't buy your shit, bro. I cannot support you that way.
Wholeheartedly.
To bring it back to Johnny Depp.
Ooh, man. People are messed up.
No, he a mess, bro. Like I know what, like you said, man. You kind of don't want to know certain things. I'm definitely one of them type of people.
I didn't want to know none of that.
But here's the thing: I'm definitely one of them type of people that, like, if you butt dial me, and then I pick up the phone and say, "Hey, Charlie G, what's up?" and I hear you having a conversation with somebody else, I'm hanging up.
Right.
A lot of people
That's
ain't like
me.
that. A lot of people aren't like that. A lot of people
promise
and just be like,
as soon as I hear a whole nother surrounding and then nobody saying nothing, I hang up.
Some people will sit there and listen on the phone and just wait to see if the off chance of somebody talking about you. I'm not like that.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I think that's weird.
I don't give a fuck.
I honestly think that is a weird behavior.
It is weird, bro. It's weird
I've
as
seen
fuck.
people do this shit. Like, why you on the phone not saying nothing? Hang up. I'm just want to see if they talk about me. What?
That's super weird and paranoid as fuck, man. Like, why would you do that? Like that.
Yeah.
I just feel like that type of shit. Like, I'm the type of person. Say me and you on the phone, Ice Cold, and you getting into it with your lady. I might not even say nothing. I'm just gonna hang up the phone, bro.
Yes.
I'm definitely just gonna hang up the phone. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not my fucking business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like I'm intruding on something that I wasn't supposed to be a part of. I've gone to go visit people, and Cody probably seen it before. I've gone to go visit people. They getting into it with their significant other. My ass will leave. I'm out of here. I'm not about to be a witness to some shit. I'm not about to sit here and listen to y'all do this. Like, hey, I'll catch y'all later. I might not even say nothing. I might just leave. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't even acknowledge me if I don't pull it up and y'all
listen.
fight. Because I don't want her to say nothing to me.
I had a coworker tell me that I butt dialed him and he heard me talking. And he was right. He was right. I actually was talking to other coworkers about him. And I butt dialed him. And I didn't feel bad at all. Like, bro, you were listening to a conversation you weren't supposed to listen to.
You the one that
I don't feel bad at all. You did that to yourself. So whatever you want to talk to me about,
emotional.
I'm not even gonna have this conversation with you. I'm not gonna have this conversation with you because you heard a conversation you weren't supposed to hear.
Exactly. This shit wasn't your business.
Dude was in his feelings. Like, man, you talking about me to other coworkers.
And I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'll do it tomorrow.
So I'm gonna do it again after you let go of the phone because you over there sounded.
Matter of fact,
the conversation we having right now, I'm gonna talk to the same coworker.
I was about to say shit. Hey, in like 5 minutes, if you free, motherfucker, you can come listen to me talk about you again. The fuck is you talking about? Like, come on, man. Are we are we 5 or are we fucking grown? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit bothers me. Why are you sitting on anybody's phone listening to anything like you got a glass to a door? Like, what the fuck is your problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. We got to grow up in society and quit being so concerned with what the fuck goes on with other people, how they raise their kids, and how they handle their life. I'm tired of people getting mad because of who somebody's sleeping with or somebody did this with their kids. Like, take your stupid grown ass somewhere and get you some fucking business, bro. The hardest part about business is what? Minding your fucking own, man. I'm so tired of that, man. I'm a person that has to be on Twitter because I promote my streams and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I promote the podcast and all of that. But it's like today, I'm tired of the homers being mad about video games. Like, y'all gotta cut that shit out too, man.
Wait. I'm gonna bring that up.
I got you. Okay.
I saw that. I'll get into that a little bit later. So before we get off this, will we see Johnny Depp reprise his role of Captain Jack Sparrow?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
And this is my reasoning for that. And I don't have like no inside information. I don't live in fucking Hollywood or no shit like that. But I did see that the director or the producer, whoever is in charge of writing the script for the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, has already said, you know, we've moved on from Johnny Depp. And the talks right now are of Margot Robbie doing the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And I'm like, I like her, but I don't know.
What?
The girl?
Oh, what? Yeah, Margot Robbie.
They're thinking about changing the character, basically.
I don't watch a lot of movies no more.
And I just think that's a travesty for that series. And I'm not saying it because I'm like some Johnny Depp homer either. I'm saying that because he's made 7 movies, like and
all great.
And that's what I was just about to say. They're all really good movies, whether you know what I'm saying, like the movies or not. They all
what?
Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
No, it ain't been 7.
It ain't been 7.
I mean,
like
he ain't
5.
been on 7. It's been like.
Well, I'm saying in the series, it's probably been like 7 of the movies.
Been like 7 of them.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's been in 7. I'm just saying in the series,
been in like 4.
4, I think. Right.
4 or 5, maybe.
Right, and
The last 3 been about some whole other stuff.
Right, like some mythological shit almost. And I kind of feel like they're gonna lose a lot of the audience by replacing him. And I'm not saying
they're already gone.
You think so?
Already out of there. They trying to figure out what they're gonna do.
Here's the thing: them first 3 were the bigger ones. Then they had one without Orlando Bloom, but with Captain Jack Sparrow.
Right.
And that kind of lost people. But the ones they brought out after that, nobody watched this shit, bro. Nobody was watching nobody checking for a Captain Jack Sparrow-less Pirates of the Caribbean, bro.
Nah. And to me, he helped make the series.
That was
and he made it fun.
To the point, like that role, like he go out to like hospitals as Captain Jack Sparrow.
Bro, he was doing Make-A-Wish shit as Captain Jack Sparrow. You know what I'm saying?
That's his role. That ain't even Disney's role. Like,
technically it's Disney's, but it's his role.
Character.
Well, he did that. He made the character.
He parlayed
bigger than the movie.
He parlayed it.
But I mean, I think just like we talked about Will Smith. Ain't shit going nowhere. Ain't shit stopping.
Yeah, Johnny Depp is gonna get movies.
Other roles.
Johnny Depp just another icon, just like Will Smith.
Eventually, he'll be in a Marvel movie. You know what I'm saying?
I think so too.
Man,
I think
he'd be a cold Loki if you ask me.
I think that's how they're gonna make it up to him.
Like a variant Loki.
I think that's how they're gonna make it up to him. I think they're gonna give him a Marvel role,
like a past Loki or something. Like
Loki,
like not a past Loki, but he'd be a good one of them kind of characters. Like it's a character for sure. Johnny, oh man, honestly, you know, stop lying.
Let me tell y'all who. Let me tell y'all who I think would be the perfect role for him in the MCU right now, and y'all gonna probably be like, I ain't never think about that. He should be Morph from the X-Men, bro. Y'all know who Morph is?
I don't know who Morph is.
That's the dude. That's the dude. He looked like Vision.
No, Morph is a character they wrote into. Morph is a character that they wrote into the X-Men TV show, the cartoon, a long time ago.
With the red in the head, ain't it?
No, that's Omega Red. Morph is a person on the X-Men. No, listen. Morph was a person that could change into anybody. He's basically a mimic. He can turn into anybody. He can fuck. He's like Mystique almost, but better. You know what I'm saying? He's like Mystique, but better. So Morph can turn into you and use your powers at the same time. But Morph was a funny dude in the X-Men. If you ever seen the cartoon, I'll send you the episodes with him in it, Ice Cold. But he definitely, man, he would be the perfect fucking Morph. And I'm telling you, y'all would love that shit. But Morph was like the comedian of the X-Men. He was the only person that could actually make Wolverine laugh. You know what I'm saying? Wolverine don't laugh at shit. He's a very serious motherfucker. He's always about this and that. But when Morph was around, that was his boy. And he would laugh at Morph. Morph would make fun of the news reporters and shit like that. He would turn into him and start doing their voice and shit. I think Johnny Depp would be fucking dope for that, honestly.
Um, seeing as though we segue out of out of what we were talking about before, we can stay on this Marvel shit, man.
Okay.
Did y'all see the trailer for the new trailer for Thor?
Yes.
You excited for
Yes.
it?
Hell yeah.
Man, it's looking good.
So with Marvel and doing the gods and stuff like that, I feel like this is the perfect time to introduce all those other gods like Hercules and Zeus and all of them, right? Perfect time to introduce them and kill them. Perfect time to introduce them and kill them, because like they're kind of prevalent in the comics, but they don't really get that much play. You know what I'm saying? So, and with the multiverse going the way it is, you know what I'm saying? Like they could kill these guys off and then say that they still exist when they bring back the multiverse and tie it back together. Because it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's breaking right now, but it's going to happen. But this Thor movie looks fire. The music look on point. The visuals look great. And I was kind of concerned about how Jane was going to look. Man, she looked like she bulked up for the role, and it's gonna be a good movie, dog.
I want to see how she gets into being Thor. Like,
I'm not even gonna ruin it for you.
Don't ruin it for me.
I'm not gonna ruin it.
I know you already know. You got your little
you always trying to talk
encyclopedia.
about stuff, man. That's why I ain't saying
It ain't even about the encyclopedia. It's actually I've read it a few times, how she comes up with the power and stuff. Like, I don't know how they're gonna do it in the movie, but I know basically how she did it in the comic books, and it's a dope ass story. It's a dope ass story, and I feel like it's gonna touch a lot of people in a different way.
I mean, you know, they always leave segues in the end of the movie, so I mean, they should know for sure that it was in the end game somewhere.
I just love like how Thor interacts. I love how Thor interacts with the Guardians. If you got to see any of that in
the banter is good. This is what I love about the Guardians of the Galaxy. The banter they have,
right?
Like just the back and forth conversations they have, and with Thor, when you saw him with them in the last two, the Infinity Wars and Endgame, he fit that. He fit him like it just the back and forth.
The kookiness with it.
Yeah. That first Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm like,
he like a human group for real.
Right.
Yeah.
I could sit back and listen to them. Yeah, I could sit back and listen to them all do a podcast. Because the shit is
right.
It is just hilarious.
Right.
Just listen to
him and Chris Pratt is a good combination.
Oh my god. Yeah. That's why I want to see like
I'm glad all the movies that's coming out right now coming out like they're coming out, because that's how it's really supposed to look. Right. Like, that's how it's standing. Like, it really should have been. It really, believe it or not, Spider-Man wasn't supposed to be the first movie coming out.
It wasn't.
It just came out because he was the first person that came alive at the end of the end games, and then all of a sudden Stan Lee died, so they had to figure out how to hurry up and make it reasonable to people why Spider-Man about to be back in the mix. But
hold on, right quick,
it is what it is.
I'm still here.
No, I think the Thor movies have been kind of suffering. They've gotten better as they've gone along.
I swear.
A lot of people don't think that the Thor movies are good. The first one, I can see how it could be a little. I can see how it could be a little boring if you don't know the ins and outs of how it worked in the comic books and stuff like that. And it might be a little boring to you to find out the origin story and stuff like that. But it's so many Easter eggs from the comic book that it makes a nerd like me like, oh shit, they really did they fucking homework. See, you know what I'm saying?
Being a fan of comic books, my fault. You was about to say something?
Go ahead.
Being a fan of the comic books early on, and then like seeing it coming to the movie, like the Thor was slow, and it was only slow. Excuse me, it was only slow because they waited to bring it out for so long. Like they let all the exciting stuff happen right when they were supposed to bring Thor out.
Yeah,
they did.
Me and Cody, we was talking before you hopped in.
Mm-hmm.
I did not really like the first two Thor movies.
Right.
Just like
I can see why though.
But again, I'm a novice nerd, man. Y'all kind of deep into it, man. But Ragnarok, shit.
Oh, Ragnarok was a home
Ragnarok
run.
set it up. That's really
Ragnarok,
what.
man.
Yeah.
It was a home run, man. Like it had the comedy, it had the action, it had a
They had
story.
everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Ella,
yeah, and I think
Ella was bad as hell.
what's crazy is
But-
in the comics, Hela is not even their sister. That's Loki's daughter in the comic
Yeah, it's
books.
really she really kind of Loki. They had to spice it up or switch it up a little bit.
Which I
Because
thought was dope though, the way they did
yeah,
it.
it made it even crazier. Yeah.
Yeah.
The changes they make, they have to make for film, for stuff that kind of have some type of continuity, are really good decisions. But I do want
Yeah.
to say this: what a time
Shout out
to
to
be
them.
alive.
To be alive. Yes.
Man, listen, man. I'm just gonna read off in Disney Plus and Marvel. They hit
alone.
They going crazy.
Black Adam. I mean, that's not Disney Plus or Marvel, but that's just something else that's coming out for people like
Big
us.
facts. Big facts.
Bad Batch, Marvel. I'm all over the place. Obi-Wan is out right now.
Yes.
Have y'all started watching
Ooh,
Obi-Wan?
hey, I said that.
No, I haven't.
seen that. I said they got an Obi-Wan movie.
Bro,
I
they
haven't,
get
but
right to,
I know
bro,
that. That's the
What-
movie
what I've
everybody
been-
was
right
waiting
to
on.
the point. In
what I've been hearing,
this episode
what I've been
3.
hearing is
It's
that
a- what is it,
they're
series?
going right on what the books were talking about when I was younger. So like I said, I haven't seen any of it, but I've heard that, you know, they talking about Mace Windu and how good of a fucking how good of a swordsman he is. And I'm chiming in on conversations. Like I said, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, but I know from reading the books as a younger kid that Mace Windu is right under Yoda as a swordsman. And people don't know that Yoda is the best Jedi swordsman there is. Period. And he showed it in a movie. You know. Huh?
The shatter points.
Yes. Like I think that they're doing some justice to Star Wars now. I think Star Wars is like having a resurgence, and it's well deserved because the stories were so fleshed out when I was a kid that I never got to see this stuff come into fruition. I'm trying to hurry up and finish Clone Wars now so I can get into Boba Fett, you know what I'm saying?
Once you're done with Clone Wars,
Mandalorian, you know.
Once you're done with Clone Wars, you got to get in the Bad Batch. So
Oh yeah, you already know.
here's the-
You already
here's the
know.
thing. This is why I'm liking these Disney Plus Star Wars shows, because they acknowledge the animated shows like we
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we saw. You remember how hype I got when I saw Cad Bane.
Oh man, yeah.
Bane, I
You was
got
going
hype.
in. You was going in.
They're mentioning things like Obi-Wan started thinking about the queen from Mandalore that he was in love with, which they never acknowledged on the movies. So like he reminisced, like it's y'all. I'm telling you, it's just a different dynamic. It's not what I thought it would be.
Right.
And what is this? A
I
series?
was thinking,
Yes.
I was thinking Obi-Wan was gonna be just like still a badass Jedi. No, bro, I'm not gonna give too much.
Right.
He regressed.
Yeah. Hell
Oh
yeah.
no, Obi-Wan, they ain't Obi-Wan for no reason.
He regressed by not using his powers and things like that. He's not the same Obi-Wan. He is older, so you gonna see it. Like you gonna see Obi-Wan do some stuff like, whoa, old Obi-Wan would have never did that. What?
Right.
I don't want to give too much away, man. I want
Right.
y'all to see
I
it.
want to
You
see
know?
how they did like Qui-Gon Jinn and all of that, man. Like I heard it's a really good series and they hitting it off. It's a lot of older nerds, older than me, that have read a lot more of the lore and stuff like that and that know it and are speaking very highly of it. So I'm ready for it, man. Like I said, I just got to finish Clone Wars, and like I said, I'm trying to hurry up and finish it, but I'm trying to like keep it in context and not miss anything. But I'm trying to hurry up because everybody's talking about it. And it's not, I'm not that kind of person to get into, you know, everybody talking about something, I need to watch it. I'm not that kind of person, but I'm so enamored with Star Wars that I just got to see this. And I'm hoping at some point we get some Samuel L in there, you know.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. I want to find out what happened to Samuel. I don't think he died.
I don't think so either.
No,
I don't think he died.
I don't think so
he
either.
was one of the masters. He was one of
It's
the masters.
very
He came around when really when they started really like opening up on the huge praise at Obi-Wan. When Amidala and all them was coming out, like they started bringing him around a little more,
and
you know.
I think they kind of missed the boat a little bit too, because I felt like Windu should have had a whole arc, because there's so much about him you don't know, and then there's so many decisions he had to make coming up to the Emperor coming into power and all that type of shit. So he definitely has an arc that's worth seeing and hearing about, because dude was fucking amazing. And I'm totally with you, Ice Cold. He is not dead. It is so hard to kill a Jedi, as witnessed by the movies. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me wrong. Palpatine sent his ass about.
He did. He did. Oh, he sent them on his way, but he ain't dead though.
I don't think he died.
I don't think he did.
He got worked up.
But while we still on here, just something else I want to talk about. So have you got to the part on any one of the animated shows where they have Inquisitors?
Not just yet. I think we're right before that.
The Inquisitors are like they are Vader's his guards, like kind of like royal guards,
right?
So there is a black girl playing one of the Inquisitors, and now she is facing some racism from I guess Star Wars stands.
Wow.
I don't know, man. I don't see why people got to be like this, man.
It's horrible.
Like I don't get it. I really don't get it. It's why even bring that stuff here? Like why even bring that stuff into this world? And when I say this world, yeah, I mean the world, but actually this. You mean
this? Because they're for everybody.
Right. There's no place for it. Like who says an Inquisitor has to be a white person? Like I don't get it.
What did they think of old girl Asuka in fucking the Clone Wars? Y'all think she's white? Like what are y'all thinking right now? Like come on, man.
They're thinking people are what they call token hires. You know
what
I'm saying? Like,
listen, man. You can't be like that with everything, man.
I was just saying if y'all heard about it. Her name is
I have because I've seen her picture on Twitter and stuff like that. Like I haven't seen all of what people are saying, but I've seen some of it, and it's sad, bro. Like why does she have to be a token? Why couldn't she have just been that damn good? You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro,
it bothers me in a sense to be like, why do y'all think y'all own and control everything? And I know not all white folks are like that. You know what I'm saying? I have some of my best friends are white people, and I'm not saying that facetiously or anything like that. I genuinely love these people. I've eaten at their houses, spent time with their families, they dads, moms, stuff like that. So It's never a facetious thing, and Cody can attest to that. But it's sad that when the shoe is on the other foot, that people want to react this way, and it's almost predictable. If you get what I'm saying, like
right. I think it started getting bad, like because you see it every time now. Whether it's like, why does this character have to be this, and why does this character have to be that? You started seeing this when what was the name of the stuff? Katniss Everdeen. What was the name of that? Katniss Everdeen. Come on, man, you know what I'm talking about. Fuck. What is it? With the girl?
Katniss Everdeen.
Shit, she got to say.
Movie you talking about?
Yeah, it's a movie. It was some books that came out into a movie where. Fuck, I cannot think.
Are you talking about the Hunger Games?
Hunger Games, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm like, who? Katniss Everdeen. I had to think for a minute. I'm like,
movie. Yeah.
Okay.
So with the Hunger Games, you started like, I guess people either assumed certain characters were certain races, or like maybe they even explained it in the book. But when they came out with the movie, they were upset that some girl was black. I think her name was Foxface.
Yeah, I remember that.
It kind of got crazy. That's when I started noticing this trend of like just people being upset and mad that certain characters is certain races.
It happened not too long ago with Horizon Forbidden West too. You know what I'm saying? It happened in Power Rangers too when Power Rangers got big too. You are absolutely right, Cody.
It happened in the movie Power Rangers, the newer one that came out in like 2016, 2017, where they switched the Blue Ranger and the Black Ranger.
I hate that, man. Like, why do they have to be this particular color? Why do they have to be this particular race?
Because
they almost got mad at Oscar Isaac. They almost got mad at
producing the movie too.
They almost got mad at Oscar Isaac because he's Jewish. You know what I'm saying? And they thought, oh, they're not going to bring up his Jewish heritage because it's Disney and blah, blah, blah. And like, come on, man. Y'all got to quit this bigotry and this fucking bullshit, man. We are all here together to enjoy all of this shit, man. Whether it's movies, comics, music. You know what I'm saying? This shit should be bringing us closer together, not separating us and keeping us in these situations, man. I'm absolutely disgusted by people that do that shit, and I definitely go give people Twitter hands for shit like that.
Before I get off the Black Adam trailer, are you excited for that?
Hell yeah,
that does look good.
I feel like this could be a resurgence for DC if they do it right.
I mean, it's The Rock.
It's The Rock. Did you mean it's The Rock? But nah, man, like. It's not even the fact that, like Cody said, it's Dwayne or whatever like that. Yeah. I'm excited because Black Adam is a character I'm excited to see because he has exactly. He has the same powers as Shazam, but he's not as.
Way colder, man.
I think he's better. Not corny. He has less of a conscience than Shazam does. He's more of an anti-hero. He's not a hero. He's an anti-hero.
He be killing people.
Hell yeah.
And he go crazy.
But it's all in the protection or to get to where he used to be. I'm not going to ruin the story or nothing like that, but I'm telling you, Black Adam, man, this could be a pinnacle moment for DC if they parlay it and do it right. Now, my only downfall to it is the Flash movie. I don't know how that's about to turn out. I don't know if it's going to. Ezra Miller is playing the Flash, but he been getting in trouble and he done punched chicks in bars and all kind of shit while this movie is in production. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna have to send y'all that shit, but I definitely am hoping Black Adam is the turning point for DC in their movies because their animated joints be off the chain. Their animated joints way better than the Marvel ones. The Marvel ones are cheesy compared to the DC ones, animation wise. But the movies, Marvel been killing them. And I want DC. I don't want it to be this one-sided thing. I want us to be able to enjoy all of this because once you get
hard, though, when you're getting all the good stars to go play the Marvel characters, and then DC are like you never
Marvel harking on the characters.
They are though. No, I think
all the good actors.
I think they fucked up by actually asking the writer or Snyder cut of the Justice League. I thought the Snyder cut was better than the actual movie that came out theatrically.
Snyder cut was dope as hell.
That shit was fire.
Night and day.
Hell yeah.
What's the one they had the Iron Fist?
Thinking about,
or the Man with the Iron Fist, or something like that, or some one of those. I think something like that was is that Marvel or DC?
Marvel has Iron Fist. It was a Netflix show, and a lot of people didn't really care for it, I guess. But I thought
it was cold.
See, this is the thing, though, Cody. Like,
but he was DC though, wasn't he?
Who? Iron Fist? No.
Oh man, what's funny is, you know what? I'm this how much of a head I am with a lot of that stuff. Like, I've been loving that stuff for real. Like, it's a few DC characters on some hidden stuff that people don't know that really crossed over, or they can cross over either way. Like X-Men. Like X-Men and what's the Force? What's the not the Force? Nick Fury and what's they called? What they called?
Shield.
they crossovers.
They have some,
You can
but
if you go back and watch the old X-Men cartoons, you never could tell if like X-Men was Marvel or DC
well,
because they was going against DC characters and Marvel characters.
not in the cartoon because they don't
Not
have
in the
licensing.
cartoon.
Yeah, they don't have
Yeah.
licensing for to use the DC characters or their likeness. But what you're really saying is that Marvel just really has an expansive catalog. They go way more in depth, in my opinion. They go way more in depth with their characters and the characters that surround them. So like with X-Men would do stuff with Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Or they would cross over with the Fantastic Four. You know what I'm saying? So or they would meet up with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and even though they would meet up with the Fantastic Four, the X-Men would fight with the Fantastic Four at times. You know what I'm saying? Just because they had differing opinions and differing agendas. No, Fantastic Four is Marvel.
No, that's Marvel, bro.
That's Marvel,
man.
bro.
But they got a
they have a lot of characters that are similar though.
Come on, man. Look,
Captain Marvel from Marvel is actually Shazam because Shazam's name is Captain Marvel, but they're not the same character. They just have the same name, and they've often played off of each other and had the similar characters. It's gone on like that for years. They've stolen ideas from each other.
Dad made everybody, man. Let's just say he made all the characters in DC and Marvel, and then they just had a beef where somebody killed somebody family member.
I wouldn't mind seeing.
Hey, man.
I wouldn't.
Let's just say that, man. Let's just say that.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind seeing like a couple crossover movies, but DC got to get their shit together before they can be on the level of Marvel.
Bro, honestly, DC came out with a movie, and I was like, they need to just forget about everything they did before that and just start here. That fucking Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, to me, was brilliant.
It was good. It was really fucking good. And you know what they said?
Different. It was different. It wasn't like a superhero whatever movie.
Nope. It was just a true story.
They could have started that shit right there and built something different. But everybody would have.
You know what they did to kill it though? Off the gate, you know what they did to kill it?
What's that?
It's not part of the DCEU.
Yes.
which is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it didn't need to be.
It didn't.
You know.
It didn't need to have anything to do with the previous movies. But what they could have did was just start from there. Because then you come out with Batman.
Yep.
Now I don't know if Batman and Joker are brothers. Like you don't know. Like there's a dynamic there.
Yep.
That's attractive. Like people gonna go see it. Like the way that movie was. It was a perfect story. The fact they should never have said this ain't got.
It's not a part of. Yeah, I was so mad.
I love Batman. Batman, my favorite character.
Because the way it ends, you like, oh shit, it really could be, and then you like, but they said it ain't a part of it. It just ruins the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm totally with you on
crazy.
that.
Hey, it's another crazy thing about like all that DC stuff too. I got a homie, man, named Jordan Mullins. Been friends with him literally my whole life almost. You know, they about to get ready to rebuild downtown Danny Mays and add like that street eatery over there. Is about to be a gang of stuff down there. And long story short, he about to do. He did a series called Barber. About all that, like just that the stuff that don't nobody know about, you know what I mean? And he played a Riddler,
okay,
in the series,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
You talking about in Gotham?
No, this is like you know how everybody got their contracts and stuff with certain people,
right?
And like you're allowed to do certain sequels and certain stuff,
right?
Certain series and stuff. Like he worked for a movie company, and they gave him a contract.
I think I saw you posting about that before too.
Yeah.
I think I saw you posting about that.
And it's called Barbara, and it's about that right there in particular. Like Batman and the Joker and all pretty much brothers. You know what I'm saying? After doing all this, and they're killing each other. You know what I'm saying? They find out
That's cool.
You know, and then the Riddler, like he in the middle just as well as Two-Face is because like they all was regular people. Like everybody was just regular. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's cool.
Okay, let's move on, man. We done beat that up. What a time to be alive, man. You got
definitely is, man. You got so much shit. And then not even that too, but you got video games and shit like that. Like we about to have a whole Wolverine game, man. That shit is about to be
another one. One.
No, this is just a Wolverine movie. It's not an X-Men. It's not it's just straight Wolverine by Insomniac too, though. And with the way they did fucking Spider-Man
for Wolverine first off. If it ain't Hugh Jackman, who would?
I don't know. And
you got to get somebody like. Let me find out. Christian Bale been holding himself.
I'm not stuck on Hugh Jackman having to be Wolverine. I would love it, you know, but as a nostalgic callback. But I'm not stuck on him having to be it.
I can see the dude that played Bane being Hardy. I can see him being.
I like Hardy. Wasn't it? It's not Ed Hardy. It's Tom Hardy. I like Hardy, but let's just leave DC alone.
We can do that too.
Hey, so
they didn't got beat up enough.
It's not gonna be often. It's not gonna be often. I know we had some wrestling in here last week. I know it's not gonna be often we talk about wrestling because I'm probably only gonna talk about wrestling when something big happens. And last podcast, I thought something big happened. First time two people had ever just threw their championship belts on the desk and walked out and quit.
Right.
Something happened yesterday, and I posted it in our chat. That MJF promo. Now, did you get a chance to listen to that?
Yeah, I did. He was spitting some hot fire, but I don't know the context of it all. But from what he was saying, I was definitely interested and watched the entire thing. And I was like, if I watched AEW more, this shit would probably be smoking right now.
So Cody, do you watch? Are you a current professional wrestler?
Westside Gun from Griselda.
What was that?
Westside Gun from Griselda. He run AEW.
Okay.
The rapper.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I'm talking about AEW.
The Westside. Who are you talking about? You said.
I mean,
Westside Gun. Westside Gun is a rapper from
a female. But they just got her over there. Like I be in tune though. I hear what you're saying.
Got you. Now I just want to ask that because so MJF. Here's the context behind the indie circuit. I knew who MJF.
MJF was. I've been following MJF for a minute.
Yeah. So he wanted, bigger contract. He said, "Hey man, listen, I've been putting in work. I've been here day one. You bringing in all these other wrestlers. You paying them. What's going on?
Putting them over."
So Tony Khan, who's the owner of AEW, he says, "I will pay you more. Let's add some more years to your contract." MJF is like, "No, just pay me more." I see Tony Khan's side. I see MJF's side. So I'm kind of in the middle on that.
Right.
The promo he cut, if you listen to this right now, whether you a wrestling fan or not, you have to go listen to this damn promo. He went off.
He went crazy.
That is pipe.
It's definitely in the vein of CM Punk.
Yes,
it's
definitely the pipe
bomb.
That is the
type stuff.
Yes,
that is the pipe bomb 2.0. He went off. And if you know anything about me, as far as just being a wrestling fan, I love realism in my professional wrestling. I love realism in my promos. Neat. Like I think we talked about it on promos. He has phrases, but they're not he would never really throw realism into his promos. MJF, CM Punk, no, it's not like.
I kind of think the only example I really have to counter that honestly is when him and John Cena got into it. that was actually
I will give you that one.
The Rock and John Cena actually did not like each other at first.
They were going off on each other.
Yes, they were.
Yes. And I don't care what nobody say, John Cena, hell of a promo guy.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, he cold.
Whether you like him or not. Whether you like him or not.
And not too many people out there can
go toe to toe.
Right. Not too many. Maybe CM Punk. Now that I saw this MJF promo,
MJF definitely.
MJF is the biggest heel in the business right now. That dude, I mean, I'm not gonna stay too much on it. Please go YouTube MJF promo. That will be the first one to come up. He has a lot, but that one will be the first one to come up.
He had the Burberry scarf on. He was getting it too. Listen.
He's literally screaming at Tony Khan to fire him. He meant that shit, bro.
I think he did too. I don't think that was scripted.
No.
I definitely did. When I first saw it,
it's a shoot and a work in there. It's a shoot and a work in there.
Right.
But he meant that shit. He no-showed.
Hell yeah.
He no-showed events that weekend.
Oh, I didn't see. I didn't know that.
You can tell when somebody. You can tell when somebody actually, getting ready to cut the string on dealing with people.
Right.
Because they really let it out.
Because he used the F word at the end. They had to cut him off.
They had to cut it off. Yeah.
So, he went off. He went off. He said you keep hiring these.
Since he was in the Indies.
Right,
he's tailor made for the WWE.
He definitely
might be it.
He definitely is.
He's basically right now auditioning for the WWE, and they gonna park a Brinks truck by him.
You know they are.
When his contract,
I kind of put him. MJF is one of them people.
If you could combine the Miz, Roddy Piper, and CM Punk, you got them.
I was gonna say the Miz and CM Punk, but you threw in Roddy Piper, so that must be some wrestling shit.
That's
some wrestling.
You ain't gonna be able to tell if it's fake or not.
It's like throwing a hot candle at the wall and that motherfucker just stick there.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so
When you say Roddy Piper, what do you think, man? The first thing you think about
is so on the line that you can't do shit but sit on the edge of your seat like, what the fuck is about to happen?
Yeah.
That's how it was with Piper, though. You didn't know what
Piper
You didn't know what
Hell yeah. When Roddy Piper got in the ring, like whether he was doing a promo, whether he was having two guests or whatever, Piper's Pit.
That was the first generation.
Listen. When he smashed the coconut on dude's head, bro. I thought that shit was real. I'm like,
I did too. I'm not gonna lie.
What that do with a damn coconut? All right. Celtics won tonight. Look at Cody Banks. Look at Cody Banks. Look at Cody Banks.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You said something. Right. You said something, Charlie.
Fuck Boston.
You said something.
Yeah, fuck Boston.
You said something.
With the wholeheartedness of my heart. Fuck Boston. All right.
Where y'all at though?
All day, every day.
Where they
at? Where y'all watching?
What you mean?
Where they at though?
Listen, we tied with Boston.
Look where y'all watching. Look where y'all watching.
Tied with Boston.
Hey,
man,
Cody.
not
Cody, who won in the series, Cody?
Ha!
Who won in the series?
Man, that's a trick question.
No, I'm just asking your honest opinion. Who gonna win this?
Honestly, man, I see us taking it in 6.
Bro, y'all are not.
I like
y'all are not be in this 7-game series.
Did we just watch what happened on live TV, or did we not just watch what happened on live TV?
They have to do that shit 4 more times, and they ain't gonna do that 4 more.
The Warriors got to be able to end the game 3 more times, 4 more times.
From what I understood, I haven't watched the game yet, but I will after the podcast. I will definitely be watching it. But from what I hear, I heard Golden State was winning the entire time until the fourth quarter is what I heard.
Since y'all got me going real quick, right? Golden State led the game by 20 almost until the third quarter. Okay. We started cutting into the lead in the third quarter. By the end of the third quarter, we was up. We went into the fourth quarter. No, we was down like a couple going into the fourth quarter.
I'm about to say, I checked. The fourth
quarter, we was almost up. We was only down. We was down like less than 10 points, maybe 11 points or something.
I think it was 8. Y'all were down going into the fourth.
It was somewhere in that range. But then the fourth quarter come, they try to go back up again. And then there's only so much Steph Clay, Draymond ain't the same damn Draymond. Iguodala, that was the only damn shot he got with his sad ass. He need to go sit down somewhere. It's over with for bro. He done got enough. Why you back over here trying to why you milking the bench? You about to turn into a Udonis Haslam if you go over there and be over there too damn long.
I got the Warriors in 6.
Oh man, look.
What do you got, Charlie G?
Warriors in 6. It might go 7, but I got Warriors in 6, and this is why.
And then on
this
top
is
of that,
why.
and then I'm gonna close my statement out there. I'm gonna let you ride, see. And then just because Tatum had that weird game tonight, don't mean it's gonna happen the rest of the season.
How did you become a Boston fan?
Man,
you know what? I asked you this same thing. How did you
did?
Everybody asked me the same thing.
How did you become a Boston fan?
Well, first off, Boston and Chicago, not too far away from each other. Definitely been rivals before the Lakers, like in Boston, really. Like, well, not before the Lakers and Boston, but like Chicago and Boston, like, was bumping heads in order for the Celtics to get to the Lakers. And then I always been a like Larry Bird fan before,
Larry Bird from
like
Indiana.
after I knew, you know what I'm saying? After I knew about him and like got to know my knowledge and then know where he was from, and then it's like never heard of where he was from. But from
French
the beat,
lick,
from
baby.
anybody to leave there, and then the kind of person he was, like, you know what I'm saying? And then we had the pairs, Bill McHale, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was an easy transformation to me. And then on top of that, like watching a lot of college at that time over basketball, I got to see players like Paul Pierce get a chance to choose where he was going to go. KG come out of high school, watching him like on sneak, you know what I mean? Back when YouTube got to popping, you was able to go check out stuff like that. Then, Ray Allen, like watching his whole career, then he came in the NBA, and then all these players went over there, and them all players that I love. KG is my favorite player, literally my top favorite player, one of my top favorite players, top 5 all the time, like next to Jordan, Kobe, and them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm not even a Laker fan, but Kobe definitely in my top 5 because I had to watch him all the rest of my years growing up.
I say the same thing about Larry Bird. And I always say Larry Bird was Magic Johnson without any of the athleticism.
Man, that's the white man.
Yes.
That
Yes.
dude was crazy.
Magic Johnson without the athleticism, bro.
True.
And I have seen him literally tear my fucking team apart. Like just out there doing the wizardry that he does.
Yeah.
And there are players that have been like, hey, Larry Bird was a motherfucker. He would go and tell you, hey, I'm about to go over here to the elbow, take 2 steps, pull up jumper in your face.
He was a dick.
Yeah,
So-
real life.
Yeah.
But back to the finals though.
Yeah, let's get back to
I just don't think that Steph Curry came out and hit 6 3. I did see the first part. Steph Curry came
he
out.
almost hit 9 threes.
Listen,
in
he
the
hit
first
6.
quarter.
He hit 6 in the first quarter. That's a finals record.
That's
because
all, man.
because of
he
who?
tied it pretty much.
He tied the record of who?
He tied himself. So what?
No, he tied Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan hit 6 threes
Look.
in the finals in the first quarter. But listen to what I'm about to say.
Steph Curry gonna have to shoot 3 more million threes.
Nah, Steph Curry
to make us feel like we gonna lose.
Steph Curry and them boys got cold. That's what happened. They got cold at the end of the game. They got cold. I can guarantee they got cold. They came out on fire. And they got cold at the end of the game. It happens.
These Splash Brothers, bro, they don't never get cold.
Yes, they do. I've seen it. Good players have bad games. I don't care.
Just like Jordan had a bad game tonight.
Listen, and this
But
the
we
other
still
thing
found
too.
the way to come through and muscle through.
This the
Yeah,
other
big
thing
time.
too. Jason Tatum and Jaylen often have really good games, and then they have a bad game right after that in these playoffs. It's been going kind of like that.
I mean, that's the way it goes when we got to switch over and
I
Can
think
you guarantee that Horford gonna have another game like that?
I
guarantee.
Wow. Okay. Horford is not the player he was.
So y'all saying Horford? Man, this dude is almost 40, and he out
Exactly.
here bumping with the best of them.
He's
He out here
35, but he's
he out here
listen,
bumping with the best of them.
he's not the player he was 4 or 5 years ago.
Nope.
Even though he's having a better year this year.
But
it's kind
when
of like
we walking off with the
but he
Larry
ain't gonna keep
O'Brien,
playing like that, bro. He ain't gonna be hitting.
then I want to hear everybody else say that. Then
he gonna hit 6 threes again. No, bro.
I just
you seen the game he did before
I've been watching Boston.
What's that, Milwaukee or Brooklyn?
I've been watching Boston this entire playoffs, and do you know what their Achilles heel is been this entire playoffs? Defense. That's it. They've been winning games with great defense.
Number one, pretty much.
But listen, though.
Defense win.
The game is not geared like that no more. The game is geared towards scoring because the game is geared towards scoring. Shooting threes, spreading the floor, and scoring the ball. Up and down the court. Boston does not do that. They are a half-court team, and Golden State got cold at the end of that game. I'm telling you. I'm going to go watch the rest of it.
Yeah, I can't bet against the Warriors.
Why y'all can't go? Why y'all can't bet against the
Warriors keep getting cold?
What make the Warriors way more superior than any other team?
They're a better team than Boston.
Shoot.
They're a better
shooting been whole.
Steph Curry.
My point exactly.
Klay Thompson.
My fucking point exactly. Klay Thompson ain't more. He's
Jordan
not more a superior. Fuck Jordan Poole. He's a Wolverine.
Andrew Wiggins.
Wiggins ain't did. He ain't did that He ain't did that all his career.
Have you seen?
This is best
Stop
of his
it.
career right here.
Exactly, because he gets to ISO while these other motherfuckers is shooting threes. They need a guy like that can take over
they
and ISO.
That. What happened?
They
was doing that, and they was doing that all the way through the game. What happened?
You get cold. You miss shots.
No, you know what happened? Steve Kerr dumbass put in Iguodala. Steve Kerr dumbass was switching the lineups like that's. It don't matter.
That might have been his downfall.
Every time they switch the lineup, I'm gonna tell y'all right. Every time they switch the lineup, we got somebody to put in there to go against whoever they bumping with. You throw in Kevon Looney, we're gonna put in Al Horford, Grant Williams. You throw in Robert Williams and Al Horford. You throw in whoever the hell them other guys is they got over there marinating on the bench.
Hold on.
We're gonna throw in people like Peyton Pritchard, Derek White.
You seen
throw in some more people. You know
y'all got the defensive player of the year, right? And Marcus Smart, right?
Say that again. Excuse me.
I'm not saying it again. You heard what I said.
You said that who? You said he
do you honestly think that Steph Curry is gonna get locked up?
The Achilles heel.
Listen to me. Do you think Steph Curry is gonna get locked up against Marcus Smart? You think Marcus Smart is gonna lock Steph Curry up?
Man,
truthfully, nah. Answer the question. Truthfully,
who gonna lock Steph Curry up is the question.
Nobody.
Have we ever seen
exactly?
Look who you mentioning everybody. You mentioned one person, and I'm gonna track you back to somebody how they buried this person, and I got mad respect for him because he did his thing in the playoffs. Luka Doncic got buried because they said that can Luka beat the Suns, right? Or not the Suns? Can Luka beat the Warriors? No, in the hell he can't, because that's too much for Luka to be tracking down. We not worried about Klay Thompson turning on every game because he's still warming up. Klay Thompson still ain't hit his full potential since he been gone. You forgot this man just hurt his Achilles twice and tore something else while he was gone.
Actually, he had a knee injury and he had an Achilles injury.
But he tore the Achilles again while he was out because he was on the way back one time and then he messed it up again.
No,
while he was out.
No, he had a rehab issue. Is what he had.
It's neither here or there.
It is.
Something's been sick.
It is because if you tear your Achilles twice, you're basically done.
Everybody can talk all that shit they talking right now, including you Lakers fans sitting back there with fucking Darvin Ham as your coach, nigga. Y'all need to figure out what y'all gonna do. That's what you need to do. Where y'all gonna send Russell Westbrook? Y'all gonna still have
this is where I dared the argument,
sure?
Right? This is where I dared the argument. Didn't
you waved that flag pretty hard.
Hey, Ice Cold, wasn't Darvin Ham a part of that Bucks team that bounced Boston ass the fuck up out of here last year?
Did they do that this year?
No, listen to what I'm saying.
I'm not worried about last year. No, and
You
they
should
knocked
be.
Brooklyn out last. They knocked
You should-
Brooklyn out last year. They didn't knock us out. Miami is the ones we needed to whoop ass on and put out this year.
Y'all
because
barely
they
got past them.
They got they
Y'all
lucky.
Y'all lucky
and
Jimmy
Bam
Butler
Adebayo
got hurt.
blocked that shot.
No, you lucky Jimmy Butler got hurt.
Man,
And
ain't nobody worried about that.
I don't
Ain't nobody
believe in
worried about
I don't believe in
Hey,
excuses
I'm not
or
worried about
nothing.
if he got
But
hurt because they got their ass tore out. The Frank.
a 8-point victory is not an ass tearing.
Hey,
I'm just
look,
saying.
Jimmy. Hey, look. Hey, Udonis Haslem should have just kept his mouth closed when he ran over there to the commentator and said thanks to Draymond Green for saying they're gonna play the Celtics. Now look, you
Listen,
better
man.
learn about algorithms. Hey, we know Udonis right. We know Udonis Haslem don't know about algorithms. He been over there on the bench. Dwayne Wade and won a championship.
I'm gonna take a quote.
2013.
I'm gonna take a quote from my favorite player. Right? Job done. Job's not done. You gotta finish.
Cool.
Gotta finish the job.
Kobe. All right.
Hey, it's
Gotta
cool.
finish it.
It's cool.
Hey, so I wanted.
You can't
to
keep
talk,
them light skinned
Steph Curry
boys
ain't
out.
look too
I wanted to talk about
Yes, you
LeBron.
can.
I'm gonna skip this stuff. We'll talk about LeBron
Ooh.
next week. No, I just wanted to talk about he's finally in a billionaires club. I really don't care.
Man,
But
I mean, I don't give a damn either.
lot
But
of
I'm,
people
there's nothing
do.
that LeBron ain't done.
we knew he was gonna be this though.
Yeah,
Like,
he
we knew
was
this.
already on the way there. Once the NBA was over, he was going to hit it.
No, once Nike cut him the fucking limitless check,
He was already a millionaire right there.
he's the first person
To
that
ever get a lifetime contract.
and he had 99 million his first deal with Nike when he came to the
Man,
league.
this dude
Like he
is-
was all bro. If he got injured his first year,
He need to use $2 million on that line.
if he got injured his first year playing, his Nike contract was gonna carry him the rest of his life. Period. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy for LeBron. I mean, I'm not like some uber LeBron fan, like, but
now he can get that real Brazilian on his head.
any fool knew that LeBron was gonna be a billionaire. Any fool knew that. Like, come on, man. He owns
He been
production
doing
companies.
Yeah, I was going to say
Exactly, bro. We
That's
knew what
gonna
LeBron
put,
was
That's
on.
gonna put you right in the talks with anybody if you own one of them. Care who
Yeah.
you is.
Definitely was.
Hey,
And
all
then,
right.
and then on top of it, and then on, oh, go ahead. We
No, I
switching.
wasn't gonna stay too much. I wasn't gonna stay too much long on here.
Okay.
But I do want to talk about before we get out of here, Mr. Charlie G getting into it with people online. I'm gonna read.
You can read it.
Yeah,
You can read it.
Let me find it. Let me see if I screenshotted that. That was hilarious, bro. I saw that and I was like, "Look at this dude right here, man."
I just be tired of that shit, bro. Like, come
It is
on.
tiring,
man.
bro. It is
It's-
tiring.
It's horrible that you could be a grown man or grown woman and be doing this type of shit. Like, come on, bro. You can't be this animate over a fucking plastic box, bro.
All right. So Charlie G says, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen once I edit everything in. But
Okay.
Charlie G said, "Please quit standing for a gaming company online if you're 25 years plus and no ties to the company other than you buy their systems. You look like a buffoon arguing over the best color in the
He can't even read it. That's funny as shit.
bro. So like, I don't know, bro. Like, it go back to, bro. What a time to be alive, bro. I mean,
Yeah, enjoy all this shit. Enjoy it.
We got all these options, man. You like, I ain't married to nothing, bro.
Hell
I ain't
no.
married to nothing. I have my personal, bro. I like my PC and I like my Xbox.
Shit, I love my
wish I had a
PC.
PlayStation. Cause there's some stuff
Yeah.
on PlayStation. There's some stuff I'd rather play on PlayStation.
Yeah, to be honest.
Even
yeah,
though I'm not the biggest
I
PlayStation
don't like
fan.
PlayStation,
I'm
but yeah, I'm
about this Microsoft right here, bro.
Listen,
Like,
listen. Hold on, I got one of them
What'd
too.
you say? You said what?
yeah.
I ain't left out, you know. I got
Alright.
one of them too, you know. I got one of them too. But
Hey man,
I don't
we're
know,
not.
man. I don't
no,
get
let's-
the whole.
We're less fortunate than you, man.
I don't get the whole tribalism when it comes to certain shit. I mean, they do it in the wrestling community. AEW, oh, I'm AEW. Oh no,
Man,
I'm
come on,
WWE. They do it with the video game. It's like people always got to stand on one side and stay on that side, and then pump their fists and point at the other side. It's weird to me.
It is definitely weird,
It's
bro. Like,
weird to me. You can be whatever, man. You could play whatever. You don't have to just be stuck on one side and then like go to social media to fight about it. It is so fucking weird, man.
do you know why I got all the systems?
Why?
And it, like, I love playing video games, period. I've loved playing video games since I was a kid, whether it's on PC, Commodore, Atari, Nintendo, PlayStation, what have you, right? I've always loved video games. I got all these systems so I can call these motherfuckers out when they fucking up. That's why I got them all. Sony included, because I'm mad about they fucking PS Plus shit. Hopefully, they saying that in Japan they got better versions because it rolled out in Japan, the PS Plus shit. They're saying that they got better versions of the games, and we might still possibly be able to get the 60 hertz versions here in America because this is the biggest market. This is the most saturated market for video games, right?
Why don't they just connect everybody? Why don't they just merge everybody?
Because it's not lucrative. It's not lucrative.
They got Connect Play, bro, on certain games. Like you had said something a while back, like a couple weeks ago, and you was like, "Hey, I'm looking for some people that got multiplayer on their games or whatever. So if y'all got a cross connect, then hit me." So
No. What I was trying to get on Twitter was a code for multiverses. It was a closed beta, and it's cross-platform. So anybody that gave you a code for that game, you could play it on any system because it's cross-platform. So the only way you could get into that, beta for the game and play it and see how it ran and all of that was to get the code. And that's what I was asking for, if anybody had a code that they could give away. And then not even knowing, one of my homies hit me up on PlayStation and invited me the day that the beta was closing. So I didn't even see it because I got my notifications turned off because I stream and I don't want the messages all popping up and stuff like that while I'm streaming. But back to the subject though, man, like I'm just tired of people standing over these systems, man. It is so dumb. Like, why are you arguing over something that you paid for, number one, and then you're standing for the company like you're a part of the company? No.
Like they cutting you a check, bro.
Exactly. If you work for them and like you have a tie to them of a working relationship and shit like that, cool, I get it. Stand on what you want. If they paying you, stand all you want. You know what I'm saying? But these people online are not getting a fucking check. They're not doing anything. And I'm just tired of seeing it in my fucking timeline. Like, grow the fuck up. There are grown men, 25 plus, arguing with people online. Oh, PlayStation is better. And how many games has Microsoft put out this year? Who gives a fuck? Like, come on. We are here to enjoy this shit, man. Period.
If that's what you picking your time to argue about.
Like, you could be doing so much other shit. Okay, my thing with this is all these game companies have faults. Nintendo don't give a damn about people wanting to, like somebody just got in trouble for Nintendo, basically doing the fucking music for like Mario and shit like that on their YouTube page. Like, why are you copywriting them for doing the music? You don't sell this music. You don't put it out so that people can buy it, but you want to fuck with this person because they're getting a little YouTube traction because they're using some of the music that you play in your games. Like, come on, man. That is fucking dumb. You should not be doing that type of shit. And that's one thing I will call Nintendo out about. They talk about how they're this family company and it's all about family and we should be playing these games together with our family, but you suing people over copyright strikes for music that you're not even promoting, for games that you're not even still putting out or trying to put out. That's anti-consumerism to me. You know what I'm saying? And then you could go on down the line. PlayStation got their faults. Microsoft got their faults. And like I said in my tweet, PC has their faults too, although rare. They have their faults too. And people need to just get off of that, bro.
Wait, hold on.
Hey!
Part-time. Look at part-time. Part-time.
He said part-time.
Don't start.
What's up, Nina?
What's up, part-time?
Don't start.
Part-time.
I'm just messing. Nina, we almost at the end of the show. I'm glad you great.
Oh no, hold on. Because you could definitely get some juice asking her a few questions, honestly, about the topics that we didn't already went over.
Well, no.
What I missed?
That's already gone. I gotta ask.
He said that's already gone.
What happened with your stream? I want to know.
Bruh, I'm so sick of these Microsoft Windows updates.
Here we go.
Okay, let me tell y'all something. I've been a Microsoft ride or die Xbox Microsoft since 2008. Okay, 2008, before some of my babies was born. All right, and I advocate hard for Xbox and Microsoft. But this whole shut my shit down because I need a Windows motherfucking update, bitch. Where? You fucking with my money now. Okay? You fucking with my money now. I got a problem.
Real shit.
Automatic in the background.
Man,
It should.
my whole fucking OBS just knocked out all of my overlays. Just
all
said,
that.
fuck it.
He's like, get this shit out of here.
I don't know
couldn't
if
even opt to do it later. It was like, hey, you need to update, shut this shit down now. What the, bruh? Come on.
yeah. I don't know if it's
3 weeks. Now it's time to come up there.
I don't know if it's a compatibility thing with OBS or you know what I'm saying, or it's a compatibility thing with Microsoft. But for whatever reason, whenever you have a update to your actual Windows system, and it's like a cumulative update to where it's gonna have to reset your PC, it definitely defaults all your settings, and I hate it.
I had to go through all of my sound settings and put that shit back. Listen, stop it. Stop it. Why does it even reset my settings? If it don't touch none of my other settings or delete none of my other fucking files, why does it reset my settings? And it's only the sound settings. It's not even, it's like I got a multitude of video settings hooked up to this motherfucker. Why ain't it change those? It don't touch them. It's just the audio settings.
And this perfectly rounds out my point. Like we got to quit standing for these companies, man. If they not paying us, they don't give a damn about us unless we buying they shit. Honestly, you know what I'm saying?
I don't stand as much as I love Microsoft, right? As much as I love, and I'm not even gonna say love Windows. Like everything we're gonna use as far as PC wise is almost gonna be Windows if it ain't Linux. Yeah, you know, so like I can't be mad at that, but as long as they don't cut off my live account when I'm in the middle of something,
cut off this shit while you stream.
Well, shit, they just had a whole little incident, and I think it affected damn near everybody on this fucking on this live right now.
Yeah,
where you could with the DRM thing where you got to do the console check-in. There were people on Twitter, streamers and everything that could not log into their games. They couldn't play them. Talking about that they didn't own them and shit like that. Like I ain't had them problems. So
I remember that.
It's a similar problem. No, it's called a check-in. Basically, you have to check your system in online to be able to play these games. Yeah, and this is my this is my problem with PlayStation Plus right now, because PlayStation Plus is making it so that you have to check in every week. So say like I downloaded a new game on the PlayStation Plus subscription service, right? And it's for whatever, it's Returnal. We'll just use I own Returnal already, but we'll use Returnal as an example. If I don't check that game, even though I bought my subscription for a year, my subscription is for a year, I still have to check in weekly. I think that is bullshit. It's dumb. Why do I have to have an online connection to play God of War? It's a non-online game where I am playing by myself. I don't need the internet to play God of War. And I think that is dumb. Like if I'm playing Call of Duty or, you know what I'm saying? Like Roller Champions, anything multiplayer like that, I get it. Check in every week. I understand. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm playing a single player narrative driven game, I don't need to check in with y'all. I don't need to check in. This shit has to stop, bro. Like, I'm tired of Xbox and the DRM thing like that. Come on, bro. Why do we have to check our systems in?
Yeah, that's
for licensing. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You don't buy the subscription by the week. You buy it by the month.
Yeah.
So if
I'm just starting to realize that Xbox got way too many online games where you have to sign in to play the damn game, even if you're not playing, even if you're not like really doing anything.
Exactly.
Have to be online. So I don't know. It's weird, man.
I don't like that, man.
Yeah, that whole weekly check-in for the license things fucks up game sharing too. Because me and Excelsior share games, so it'll lock my games out until he checks in. And then I can't play none of my shit because he didn't check in.
Oh, it happens to you too?
Yeah. I was trying to play what was it? It was something what is it? My son wanted to play Forza.
Okay.
Yeah. But before we get out of here, tell me about State of Play, man. Tell us about State of Play.
State of Play was actually pretty good. I've been really harsh on PlayStation about their State of Plays because they just been kind of like really lackluster lately. But this State of Play was actually pretty good. They showed off some indie games that were really nice that I look forward to. Spider-Man is coming to PC. Spider-Man PS4 is coming to PC. So that's a great thing. But even in that, there are people like, and I'm not singling anybody out. I've seen this conversation all over Twitter. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen people like, oh man, if it comes out on Epic, I'm not gonna buy it. And I'm not against anybody, in their beliefs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can not like whatever company you choose to. That's your prerogative. But to not experience it because it's on a certain platform is kind of egregious to me. I mean, I get it if you feel like Epic is like trying to separate the PC community by having exclusive games and stuff like that. I totally understand. But I just think that we need to stop being overcritical about certain things like that. Like it would be like, I don't want to play Halo just because it's on Xbox. You know what I'm saying? And that's far from the truth because I'm a gamer. I love games. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like people need to kind of rein it in a little bit, especially grown people 25 plus arguing over fucking plastic boxes. Bro, you throw this $500 plastic box. Yeah, you throw this $500 plastic box out the motherfucking window. Now what you standing for? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we talked about this on the last episode. You can throw a PlayStation out the window, that bitch still work. You throw them up, you an Xbox, that bitch done. Okay.
I do know when I dropped my my 360 back in the day, I had to go inside that motherfucker to fix some shit.
Bro, I feel like I've owned like 5 different 360s, bro.
Really?
I swear to God. The Ring of Death was so horrible for the 360.
It was, funny. Man.
And then if you got it on your if you got it when you had the Xbox One, it was really, really for real an internal problem. But for the 360 and before, that fucking Red Ring of Death was common for no reason. Be fresh out the motherfucking stove, plug it in, red ring.
But I've heard a lot of that too. Like, I guess going over it now and looking back at it, I've heard a lot of that. It has to do with the cooling of the Xbox 360 back then. Like, it wasn't being properly cooled, or they didn't put the proper amount of thermal paste in the right place. So
no, it didn't have enough. It didn't have enough of the cooling system. Period. Wasn't strong enough for the engineering of the game. Like, engineering of the game was supposed to be powerful in a lot of games.
But see, that's what I'm saying too, right? So when your game fuck up like that, now what's your problem? You know what I'm saying? Now what are you gonna say? I don't see these people online defending that. How are you going to defend that your console doesn't work anymore because of the Red Ring of Death? You know what I'm saying? And even PlayStation back in the day, I want to say like PlayStation 3 days they were offline. The PlayStation servers were offline for like 3 months.
Yeah, I remember
3 months. You know what I'm saying? So all these companies,
Microsoft don't do that.
All these companies have their own faults, man.
Money.
That's my point.
Hey, you remember that? Like, what did like some huge data leak or some
It
shit?
was.
Like
It was. It was, bro. Like
I couldn't even log into my account, bro. This shit
it was
ugly.
something like they got hacked and the hackers got into credit card information and shit like that.
And that was
They
You know what I'm
wiped
saying?
They wiped everybody's wallet. If you had anything connected to the PlayStation wallet, they discontinued it for like 3 months.
wow.
Until they sorted it out.
That was the huge time when they had when people started hacking people's iClouds and stuff like that.
Yep.
Cloud
Yep. Well, see, that was also around the time when I think Congress was like they couldn't come to a decision on something, and they just recessed. They recessed. So all that shit happened at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But quit standing. It was a government shutdown. It was a government shutdown.
It was. I was mad.
It's crazy, man. Like, why is this a thing? Why is standing for a Xbox or a PlayStation? I don't see nobody standing for the Switch at all.
Because people are tribal, and I love the Switch.
The Switch is dope.
Yeah,
I'm
waiting for them to come out with a better Switch. Hopefully next year.
Hopefully
next year.
Buttons. Listen.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a partnership with Nvidia to release the Switch 2 or the Switch Pro, or I don't know. I ended up getting an OLED because I'm tired of
a lot of stuff now.
I'm tired of not playing Switch. All right, I love Metroid. I love Mario. You know what I'm saying? I love Mario Kart.
I
just had to smash my son. I had to smash
Mario
Kart. You got to threaten me about Mario Kart. Dad, I'll whoop you. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh?
All right, y'all. We've been talking for 2 hours plus. We've been running our mouth like crazy on here. That's all we got. About to go ahead and get up out of here. Agent Cody Banks, what's your social medias, man?
Man, Real External Vision 88 on all platforms.
Spell it for
Facebook
him.
is XTERNAL Vision.
He was about to mess
I
that up.
almost messed it up.
Excelsior, social medias, man.
Like I said, King Cooper 1982. That is my Twitter and my Instagram. If you ever want to argue about Kobe LeBron or you want to argue about video games, I will tell you a stand. You can definitely reach me there. I'm also on twitch.tv/Excelsior24. Make sure y'all check me out there as well.
Nina, I want to thank you for hopping in, even if it was for a little bit. Thanks for hopping in. What's your social medias?
Socials. I am Mayo_Nina69 on Instagram. I am Mayo_Nina on Twitter. And I am on Twitch as Nimsy69.
Oh, yeah, I can't forget that Twitch.
Oh, yeah, you're new to Twitch. Hey, we got another Twitcher in here. Let's go.
Black E88. That's Black E with 3 eyes, 88.
Let's go. Make sure y'all check the homie out.
And y'all could check us out. Audio versions of the podcast, Apple Podcasts. You can check us on Podbean and Spotify. If you are watching the podcast, if you listen to the podcast on the audio version and you want to watch the video version of the podcast, check us out on YouTube, the Dummast Podcast. Check us out on Twitter and Instagram, the Dummast Podcast, all one word. We are out.
Oh, wait. You forgot your Twitch, sir.
Oh, I forgot. Twitch. From Chicago to the Mast on Twitch.
Peace.
Later.
Yes, sir. Where you going? Why do everybody do that? That is so funny. Why does everybody do that, bro?
I think you should leave it in there.
It's hilarious. Like
it is.
I'm like, Cody, don't go.
Right. You couldn't even get it out.
Man,
like when
he was out.
Yeah, he
that was it.
wait to get up out of here.
Man.
Nah, I don't think so.
No, but some people not used to the recording process.
I know.
You know.
I just noticed that everybody do that. Like when I do my interviews and I do the outro, people just bail out, man.
Man, I don't know. I guess it's because
they're just not used to it. Though.
Yeah,
right.
They don't know the etiquette.
I was gonna say too. I've been a part of like little productions and stuff like that, so I know. After cut, You know what I'm saying? Or
He came back. He
I
came
was
back.
coming back. I was on the way back. I forgot. I'm like, man, we usually stay after. I'm like,
yeah.